Hi YouTube. I'm going to give you a garden update. I'm going to talk about pumpkins, I'm going to harvest some onions, and I'm going to finish processing the garlic that we picked in my last video. So let's take a garden tour and I'll show you what's been going on. So just 3 weeks ago, this is where all the garlic was planted. And as you can see, the pumpkins have taken off. Now I started these pumpkins by seed from last year's pumpkins, and they are just going crazy. They're about 3 feet tall, and the bed ends here and then just keeps extending. They're going to grow like crazy. So hopefully by October and Halloween we'll have some nice pumpkins on this side of the house. Alright, so these are the onions. Those are white, red, and yellow. Yellow aren't done yet. They're still standing up. Most of them are falling, but I'm going to wait a little longer. The reds, however, as you can see, these all can be harvested. So I think that's what we're going to do today. A little quick video on how I harvest my onions. Alright, so all these onions are ready to be harvested. You can tell they're lying down. Tops, most of them are brown. They're already starting to dry out. And we're just going to pop them out. They pull out nice and easy. Leave them sit right here for a few minutes. They look really good this year. See how nice and easy they pull out? Not like garlic. You don't have to dig these out. They just come right out nice and easy. Now I'm going to pull them all out. I'm going to lay them out. I'm going to let them dry. Alright, so that only took a few minutes. Now you can tell the onions are ready to be picked. You see how they bend nice and easy? And the tips are brown. They'll fall over and stay there. Now you can leave them right here and let them dry out. But I have a drying table. I'm going to put them on there out of the rain and out of the direct sunlight. And in a couple of weeks I'll cut them up and bring them downstairs. I'll have them all year long. Alright, so this is the garlic that I took out a couple of weeks ago. It's been drying here on the table. As you can see, nice and dry, ready to go. Dirt falls right off. I'm going to cut these up, get them ready to be put in the basement for the season. And then the onions are going to come over here and go on the drying table. And we're going to keep them out of the sun and let them dry for a couple of weeks. Alright guys, so the final tally was 83. So that's 83 heads this time, and I think it was 42 last time. It was 125 heads of garlic. That's going to be great. That's going to last me all year long. Now I'm going to transpose these onions onto the drying rack for a couple of weeks. Oh, and I know I mentioned succession planting. So these are my lettuces. I have kale, bib, romaine, and collard greens. That's going to go in this bed and maybe this bed once these onions are done. So once again, the pumpkins, they are absolutely fantastic. They're doing great. You just saw the onions and the whole garden. The tomatoes are starting to come in now. Everything's starting to turn red. Even the big ones on the bottom. So everything's looking good. Well, thanks YouTube. Hope you enjoyed the video. Do what you can. Be as organic as you can. Take care.